Well, good morning, everybody. I'd like to welcome you. We have a number of guests today for this press briefing, and would like to begin with John Schneider from LACNIP, who's got information about the upcoming Ottawa River Clean Up. John?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Yes, Saturday, April 25th, they're having Ottawa River Clean Up, and it will be from 9 a.m. until noon. Registration and the starting point is at the Red Cross. And for participants, they're eligible for a T-shirt, a certificate of participation, and lunch. We're encouraging different people to volunteer to help pick up the trash. We'll span out over different parts of the river. We'll provide gloves and trash bags. What we need most is volunteers. We encourage church groups, schools, families, just people that want to participate in improving the beauty and the general atmosphere around the river. It comes right through the Lima and Allen County area. This is Ottawa River Cleanup is sponsored by the Ottawa River Coalition, the City of Lima, Keep Allen County Beautiful, and LACNIP, Lima Allen County Neighbors in Partnership, neighborhood associations. Again, that's Saturday, April 25th, from 9 a.m. until noon, and we start at the Red Cross. Thank you very much.
Any forecast of the weather that day?
I predict it'll be a beautiful spring day.
A beautiful spring day. All right, very good. Well, I know from the past that even when it's rainy, the event goes on. So rain or shine, we ask folks to join us in this effort. It's a great way to start the spring, to clean up the core. And I know that in the past we've been able to cover, 8-9 miles of the river with volunteer teams that go out and pick up trash on both sides of the river. So it's quite a task and very much appreciated effort. Also, this morning, David Adams is here with an update on the upcoming roundtable luncheon.
Thank you. The Public Officials Dialogue Lunch Project is scheduled for a week from today, Wednesday, April 22nd. If my calendar is correct, that is Wednesday of next week. We will be celebrating 12 years thus far of altercation-free public officials lunches. So we are inviting all public officials, elected, appointed, or self-appointed. It is an open meeting to come to the Chamber of Commerce, Allen Economic Development Group down on South Main Street. It will begin at 12 o'clock, and we always end promptly a few minutes before 1 o'clock, as many of our participants have actual day jobs and need to get back to work. The keynote speaker on Wednesday of next week will be Doug Arthur, who is the principal consultant with a relatively new project co-sponsored by a number of agencies in Lima and Allen County, including the Chamber of Commerce and Allen Economic Group. Mr. Allen is Doug Arthur. He is the principal consultant with Link Lima/Allen County, a workforce development framework and talent incubator connecting students, displaced, and unemployed workers with local jobs at local employers. His comments will introduce the dialogue topic for the day, in which we'll engage all of the participants. Employment stories about jobs you have held and in the course of your career. So we think that will be an interesting session. And as always, we request a $5 donation from participants to help cover the cost of the lunch. That's at noontime, a week from today, Wednesday, April 22nd. This will be, as I mentioned, the 12th anniversary of this project. So thank you very much. Hope to see you there.
Thanks, David.
Mayor, I'll give you one of these.
Very good. Actually, I have a conflict that day, and I'm going to introduce the source of that conflict. Cheri Mitchell is here.
It won't be as much fun without you, but go ahead and have it.
I know. Cheri, will you come up? We have visitors coming in next Wednesday from U.S. Department of Agriculture for an important set of discussions.
Thank you,
Should
Mayor
tell us
Berger.
about those.
Okay, officials from the U.S. Department of Agriculture will be in Lima Wednesday, April 22nd, to learn more about ongoing efforts in our community to improve the health of our county residents. The USDA officials will meet at Lima Senior High School to discuss community progress centered on food issues here in Allen County and grant opportunities with the Allen County Food Policy Council. The visit is a follow-up to last year, which included learning about Activate Allen County, touring the Lima Family YMCA, and also a tour of the West Ohio Food Bank. Initially, Allen County received the attention of the USDA officials due to a presentation by our own Lima Mayor David Berger here, due to outlining the success of the mobile produce market and other Activate Allen County efforts. Following the press conference, which will occur at 12:30 p.m. at Lima Senior High School, USDA officials will visit Riverview Corner Store at 214 South Pine Street to view the latest store that's a part of our Healthy Happens Here initiative, which really includes increasing affordable produce and healthy snack and beverage options within small stores here in Allen County. So for more information about the event, or if you have any questions, contact myself, Cheri Mitchell, or Kayla Montfort at 419-221-5035. Thank you.
Thank you, Cheri. This is, I think, a great opportunity for us to continue to build the capacity of local agencies and efforts focused on food as an important health initiative. Just this past Monday at Rotary Club, there was a public unveiling of the most recent health assessment, which actually showed that on the issue of obesity, the county is making some positive progress. So I think that redouble our efforts. We need to take advantage of the momentum that's been built and continue to foster these relationships with resources such as the federal USDA and the state opportunities through extension and others. So we look forward to having them here and continuing to try to explore new opportunities for our community. Also today, Steve Moser is here from the Lima Public Library to talk about an upcoming opportunity to involve kids with books.
Thank you. This Saturday, the Lima Public Library is hosting our first Book Bash, which is a family reading festival, and I brought along our logo here for you. The logo was actually designed as part of a contest with area teens, and Freeman Bryson from Shawnee High School was the winning logo selected, and we've used this with all of our advertising. We have 4 authors coming from out of town to present numerous different workshops throughout the day. We have Deborah MacArthur, who's a juvenile fiction author, Christina McBride, who writes for teens, Sharon Short, who writes for adults, and Lindsay Ward, who is a picture book author illustrator. And they'll each be doing author presentations. There will be 3 different writing workshops throughout the day that are open to the public. And we're even going to have an art and illustration workshop and 2 story times, plus crafts for the kids. We're kicking off the day at 9 o'clock in the morning at the Lima Public Library with a hula hoop contest. And that's sponsored by our Hoopla streaming music and video service that the library offers. And so I think it's going to be a great opportunity to engage some kids in learning and help grow the love of reading in our community. And we also have snacks and free books to give away while supplies last throughout the day. So every child that shows up for the Book Bash should be leaving with a book to take home and add to their personal library as well.
So is there a registration?
Some of the smaller workshops do require registration, and we'll be doing that registration that day at the library. So you can sign up for those as you arrive. And pretty much sums it up.
Any cost?
No, the event is free. There will be food available for purchase if you are there for the whole day. Pizza Station is coming, and they're going to be providing some food. So you can actually get lunch and spend the whole day with us without ever having to leave.
Very good.
All right, thank you.
And Chris Jackson, representing the Lima Fire Department and the Red Cross, are here to talk about outreach in the community around fire safety. Good morning.
Good morning. Okay. We are here today to announce our third installation event that we are doing for the National Red Cross Home Fire Preparedness Campaign. The first one we did was in November with the Lima Fire Department, and overall we've installed approximately 80 smoke alarms. So for this event on April 20th, we are looking to install between 80 and 90 smoke alarms and hand out home fire safety and prevention information to approximately 200 residents. And we're really looking for volunteers, as is everyone else, for all these events we have coming up. So if anyone is interested in volunteering, they can meet at the Red Cross Chapter House at 9 o'clock, and we will be leaving by 10 o'clock. We are really looking for people with power drills or electric screwdrivers to help us install the alarms, because we do not have those tools. So if anyone is free that Monday, next Monday, April 20th, please come on out to the Red Cross with your power drills, electric screwdrivers, and help us install the alarms. We'll be also, like I said, giving out information about fire safety. So as we're handing out information, we will be installing alarms if anyone is home. If the residents are not home, we will be leaving behind a note indicating that they can call us if they want a smoke alarm installed in their home.
This has been a great collaboration. One of the things we want people to know is that in Lima, again, under our city ordinance, if your home is a rental, that the landlords are responsible for installing smoke detectors and making sure they're there. Part of the problems we have is that doesn't happen all the time. We used to have a survey team that was getting into homes all over Lima, and they were able to report back to us. Also, under the state fire code, me as a fire inspector, I have no jurisdictions over single-family dwellings or duplexes, which is kind of backwards because that's where most of our fires are occurring, but we're not allowed to just go in and say anything. But with our survey team in the past, they were able to report back to us. And probably 90% of the times that we would contact the landlord, they would then go and install the detectors. Well, we don't have that program anymore, so this has been invaluable to us because the Red Cross, they can go in and put these smoke detectors in, even though the landlord should install them. We've had several fires. We had a fire here within the last month that a 3-year-old, I think a 2 or 3-year-old, was severely burned in this home fire, and there was not working smoke detectors. So this is a very important program. This is going to be in the area encompassing Kibbe Street. So you will see the vehicles out there. You'll see hopefully some of the fire department vehicles out there installing these smoke detectors, and hopefully this will save some lives.
Very good. Thank you. I should mention that Chief Hefner has emphasized that working smoke detectors save lives. It's not smoke detector saves lives, it's working. And I had a recent experience with this. I was at my home, just happened to, for whatever reason, I saw the smoke detector in the hallway, reached up and pushed the button to test it, and it didn't work. So I thought I just changed the battery in that routine, and it turns out I had improperly installed the battery. So once I clicked the battery into place, it worked. Well, you know, I thought of Chief Hefner immediately and his caution that you got to do it right if you're going to rely on a piece of equipment like that. So regardless of whether you have smoke detectors or not, it's important for all of us to routinely check the battery, make certain that it's working, or that in my case that I've installed it properly. Otherwise I'll have to call one of my techie, like Rick Stolley, to come in and make sure that it's working properly. But it's a good caution, and it's good to be reminded of that. Also, this morning, Rick Stolley, Parks Director, is here to introduce some folks, along with Councilor Teresa Adams, for a project that has been in the works for a while and is now completed.
Thank you, Mayor. Just wanted to kind of give you a little background. About 2 or 3 years ago, we started on a project to put a restroom facility back in Cook Park. It hadn't happened in 20 plus years. And getting together with Councilor Adams and some other folks in the community to help us bring this together, we're happy to announce that the project is complete. Actually, we wrapped it up last fall just in time to kind of close the restrooms up. But we tested it a little bit last fall, but now it is open. And certainly wanted to take a moment to thank, and introduce some of the members, the folks that helped us get this project going. Mr. Herb Lane and students from the Lima Senior, come on up, guys, yeah. The construction trades class from Lima City Schools. Of course, our engineering department, who helped put it all together, along with our park staff, who helped do some of the work there. And then, of course, again, Councilor Adams for her support and helping to get us, through the process and make things happen. So the restroom facility is open, and Teresa, I think, has got a few things to say, and then we'd ask Herb to say a few things too. So Teresa?
Thank you, Mr. Stolley, Mayor. This has been an issue, as Mr. Stolley said, for quite a few years in the 5th Ward. The park is used quite a bit by families, and they need this facility. With the improvements along with the restroom now, there's a bike path through Cook Park that's being used quite often. I've driven and seen people on bikes using it. It connects the bike path to Martin Luther King, and we're hoping that restroom will serve a purpose now also for the bikers to be able to stop and use it. I would like to thank Mr. Stolley, Mr. Elstro, Director of Public Works, and also Mr. Lane and Lima Senior, a former graduate myself. I happened to stop out there on and off for quite a few months taking pictures of the progress. And one day I was there, your class was there, working very hard using their talent. And I appreciate the effort and the ownership. The pride that we can take in this restroom. It's a beautiful facility. I hope the area residents around it will keep an eye on it, and the people that use it will show some loving care with it, that we have it back. So again, thank you, Mayor, and the administration for their efforts. Thank you.
Again, as Teresa mentioned, it's one of those things that we really needed to happen, and we did engineering estimates on the project, and once we started finding resources to help us get to where we needed to be, we were very fortunate to bring the project in under those estimated budget numbers. And a lot of that's due to the efforts of Mr. Lane and his students coming in and helping us get the project going and then finalizing it. So, certainly a win-win for the city and the entire Lima community. So, Mr. Lane, anything you would like to add to the process? I know you're a busy man.
Yeah, it's good for us. I think, we try because, school resources for all school districts are similarly limited. So these opportunities are good for our students where we don't have to spend monies and, we can save the city some money and we go out, and it's projects like these that I like to get for our students because they take ownership. They're going to use the restrooms. Their children down the road will use the restrooms, and kind of like our partnership in doing some things at Safety City. They're just ways we give back to the community versus building a shed in our shop that, we may sell for $1,500 or something like that. I think is a little more vital to their growth as a person and as a student in the community. So we appreciate it.
Construction tasks did you do?
We laid out the foundation to prep for block, and then we coordinated with the contractors in the block. Our students supplied all the block, installed door frames, set the doors. We actually hand built the trusses and sheeted the roof and put the felt paper on in preparation for the roofing contractor to put the metal on. painted the doors, just a lot of the kind of not seen things, but, good efforts.
Good. And you want to introduce your students?
Sure. I have Will Slace, Carrington Gales, and Dierus Beavis Bunley. They were all juniors when the project started. Being in the school system, we only have a couple hours a day for my junior class and a couple hours a day for my senior class because we're split, so we have to transport students back and forth. But so it restricts us a little bit, and it's nice to have a project where folks can be patient with our learning because we're still trying to learn as we build. So those are the things, it's key to us if we do a project that folks are patient and, we're not full-time contractors that come in and just blow things up. So we have to have some time to get it done. And both Teresa and Rick were really patient with us, and we made it happen.
Gentlemen, any comments? You want to describe what you did and what you liked doing and what you didn't like doing? Step up.
I like doing the stuff at Safety City and especially Cook Park because after that we got to play basketball up there and stuff like that. I like the class a lot because it really helped me with my future and stuff because I really honestly didn't know what I was going to do other than college, but this is like a main fallback plan if college doesn't work out for me. And we do a lot of stuff that I never did before that I can do now, like work around. He helped me with building stuff, cutting wood and stuff. And my grandma always asking me to build something, do something for the house, put up a door, help fix the door and stuff. So now I can do that for her while working in this class. And that's all I got to say.
Good, great, thank you.
I really like having the skill set of being in construction and learning how to build stuff. It really gives me a skill set I can use in the future if my career plan doesn't go as planned or doesn't follow through. And I would have to say the least thing I like doing while I'm in construction is probably when we have to do planning ahead and taking tests and stuff like that. But otherwise, I love the class in general. Just a good skill set to have.
Oh, goodness. Well, at the project at, what was that? Cook Park, I asked Mr. Lane, do we got to get on the roof and everything? Because I'm scared of heights. I was like, do we got to wear helmets and stuff like that? He said, yeah. Then, I want to say I like being in construction and helping with him.
Very good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for all that you've done. Appreciate it. Nice to see you. Well, I learned at your age that I wasn't any good at any of that. That's why I had to pursue other career plans. But obviously, the idea of doing hands-on construction it is really important, and I think the opportunity for us to collaborate with the schools was a good one. So we look for those opportunities, and we'll continue to keep you in mind for future projects as well. So I believe that's all that we have for today, so we'll break down for interviews. Thank you.